The Ku Klux Klan, the white terror that haunted America for over 150 years. The Ku Klux Klan's story is a reminder of what happens when a society allows fear and ignorance to rule. The Ku Klux Klan, the white terror that haunted America for over 150 years. Please watch this video to the end, because what you're about to hear is one of the darkest, most chilling stories in human history. It's the story of a group that wore white robes not for purity, but for murder. They claimed to be Christians, patriots, and protectors of tradition. But behind those hoods was pure evil. Leave your thoughts in the comments and tell us, do you think the spirit of the Klan still lives today? Let's dive deep into the terrifying legacy of the Ku Klux Klan, America's oldest and deadliest hate group. Chapter 1. The Birth of a White Terror, 1865 to 1870s. It all began in Pulaski, Tennessee, just after the American Civil War. 6 former Confederate soldiers, angry that they had lost the war and their slaves, decided to form a secret group in December 1865. They called it the Ku Klux Klan, a name inspired by the Greek word kaiklos, meaning circle. What started as a so-called fraternity quickly turned into a nightmare for Black Americans. The Klan began dressing in long white robes and pointed hoods to hide their identities and to look like ghosts returning from the dead. They wanted to scare Black people into submission, to make them believe the spirits of dead Confederate soldiers had come back for revenge. But it wasn't superstition, it was terrorism. Klan riders struck at night, burning homes, schools, and churches built by freed slaves. They whipped and hanged Black men who dared to vote. They raped women. They attacked white teachers who came to educate Black children. The United States government tried to fight back. President Ulysses S. Grant signed the Ku Klux Klan Act of 1871, giving federal troops the power to arrest members. For a while, the Klan disappeared, but hate never truly sleeps. Chapter 2. The Second Coming of the Klan, 1952 to 1940s. In 1915, the Klan returned, bigger, stronger, and more dangerous. Its rebirth was inspired by a movie, The Birth of a Nation. The film glorified the Klan as heroes who saved the South from freed Black people. Crowds cheered it. Even President Woodrow Wilson praised it. Soon after, a man named William Joseph Simmons revived the Klan at Stone Mountain, Georgia. This time, they didn't just hate Black Americans. They hated Jews, Catholics, immigrants, and anyone who wasn't white and Protestant. By the 1920s, the Ku Klux Klan had grown into a national movement with over 4 million members. They controlled local governments, police departments, and schools. Klan members marched openly in Washington, D.C. Thousands of men in white robes parading through the capital of the United States. They preached 100% Americanism, but their version of America was built on racism, fear, and blood. Chapter 3. The blood they left behind. Let's look at 3 deadly examples that show just how far their hate went. The Colfax Massacre, 1873. In Colfax, Louisiana, a group of Black men tried to defend their right to vote after Reconstruction. The Klan and white militias surrounded them at the courthouse. They set it on fire, and as the men ran out, they shot them one by one. Over 150 Black men were slaughtered, some after surrendering. The U.S. Supreme Court later ruled that the killers couldn't be punished under federal law. Justice died alongside those men. The Birmingham church bombing, 1963. Nearly 100 years later, the Klan struck again, this time in Birmingham, Alabama, during the Civil Rights Movement. The 16th Street Baptist Church was a gathering place for young activists. On the morning of September 15, 1963, Klan members planted dynamite under the church steps. The explosion ripped through the building, killing 4 little girls. Addie Mae Collins, 14, Denise McNair, 11, Carol Robertson, 14, Cynthia Wesley, 14. Their only crime was being black and going to church. The bomb was so powerful, it injured over 20 people. It shocked the world and became a turning point in the civil rights struggle. The murder of Michael Donald, 1981. Even in the 1980s, long after the civil rights movement, the Klan was still killing. In Mobile, Alabama, a 19-year-old black man named Michael Donald was kidnapped by 2 Klan members. They beat him, cut his throat, and hanged him from a tree. They left his body hanging in public as a message of white power. But this time, the Klan paid dearly. Michael's mother, Beulah Mae Donald, sued the organization and won. Her victory bankrupted one of the largest Klan branches in America. It was one of the rare moments when justice finally fought back. Chapter 4. Decline and mutation. By the 1970s and 1980s, the Klan's numbers began to fall. Scandals, lawsuits, and FBI investigations tore them apart. But even as their white robes faded from the streets, their hate mutated into new forms. Some joined neo-Nazi groups, skinhead gangs, and white nationalist militias. They traded their robes for Confederate flags and online hate forums. The Klan had evolved, from night riders on horses to digital extremists behind keyboards. They still recruit today in small, broken factions, using the same old lies: protect your race, defend your heritage, take back your country. But history exposes the truth. They never protected anything. They only destroyed lives. Chapter 5. Legacy of Hate, Lessons of Courage. The Ku Klux Klan's story is a reminder of what happens when a society allows fear and ignorance to rule. It's the story of how religion, patriotism, and politics can be twisted into tools of hate. But it's also a story of resistance. Because for every hooded killer, there were brave men and women who stood up, freed slaves who built schools in secret, civil rights activists who faced firebombs and still marched, families like the Donalds who turned their pain into power. The Klan wanted to erase the future of black people, but instead, it revealed the strength of the human spirit. The white robes of the Ku Klux Klan may be fading from the streets, but the mindset behind them still hides in dark corners of the internet, politics, and culture. The fight against hate isn't history. It's happening right now. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Never again. Follow AfriFacts for more stories that uncover the hidden truths behind history, because remembering the past is the only way to protect the future.